Good afternoon, everyone. So in today's video, I am going to revisit Maze's End. I've had a few requests to include a sideboard, even though I play best of one. Um, I got no problem with building a sideboard if I was to take this to a tournament. I'm going to go over a few adjustments I've made before we do so. I have cut a single Gates Ablaze and a Guild Summit from the deck, and I have added a Grafdigger's Cage and a Splendid Reclamation. I got sick and tired of losing to Field of Runes or Mill, and there be kind of nothing we can do about it. Mill actually now benefits us as long as we draw this and don't get it milled. But anyways, let's move on to the sideboard. So in the sideboard, I have 2 Authority of the Councils for mono red aggro decks, 2 more cages for the Phoenix, Test of Talents and Thought Distortion for control. I moved the Gates Ablaze over here for very aggressive decks. We can go up to 3. And then discontinue, yeah, whatever, you know it. 4 of those for combo decks. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and play a few games, rank up on the ladder a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the games. Okay. So this is kind of my favorite deck to play at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it does very well in this format. It's by no means the best deck in the format. That's probably either Naya Winota or Blue-White Control. But this does very well against Blue-White Control. So there's always that benefit. Alright. Got a decent amount of ramp going on. I can live with that. So I'm going to reiterate, one of the main things you want to do is we are running 2 Farewell in the main deck and 2 Fateful Absences. So we do want to make sure we get our double white, and we want at least 1 red for our Gates Ablaze. But once we have that, it doesn't really matter what gates we get. I usually try and get Celestia Guild Gate next. Okay. I don't know if they have any shenanigans for that, but we're just going to go ahead and nip that in the bud right now. Just in case. That seems like a pretty good target for our Fateful Absence. I also have cut a Golos from the last time we played this deck as well. I don't remember what I added. I think I added another land. Or I could have added our Splendid Reclamation instead. Okay, we're just going to chill. Okay. This is a different approach to Mono black. I wonder if it is devotion, probably with Aura being out. So we do got to keep in mind Gray Merchant as we're making our attacks and stuff. Or making our blocks. Let's go ahead and throw him under the bus. And that is a amazing draw for us. So as long as we survive 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns without any ramp, we are good to go. That's a big if. I would very much like to draw a Farewell here. Or a Gates Ablaze. Preferably Farewell to get rid of that Dreadhorde invasion, though. That will at least slow some things down. He can get in for 1 here for free, basically, because I'm not going to block that. Okay. Let's go ahead and maze his end. Two more activations to go. Could be less if we draw a ramp spell. Very nice. Okay, let's just hope he does not kill us right here. And we got this game locked up. Oh, he has 6 in the air. Doesn't matter. 1 turn away. That's unfortunate. But we also didn't draw any of our Wraths. So it's usually not very common. Especially with as much as we're thinning out our deck and the such. So maybe that would be an adjustment I make to the sideboard. Is cutting down on the our combo stopper, the one that ends the turn. to... Eek, I'm going to keep this, but it is going to be risky. We don't have a blue source. But let's see what happens. But yeah, we cut down on our combo stopper and add in probably 2 of your choice of 4 mana Wrath. There's a few to pick from. You can go Doomscar if you'd like. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and play this now just in case. I really don't want it to get countered. And that is a fantastic draw as well. Hopefully he taps out. He does not. So I'm just going to go ahead and start building our maze. That is a beautiful thing about Maze's End. Once you have it out, you are pretty much guaranteed to never miss a land drop. So we have a white already, so let's get our Boros. Now we have our double white, and we have our red, so we can cast every spell we have now. So now it doesn't really matter. I suppose we could have got our Simic Guildgate. So let's go ahead and get that now. That is technically the right play because it's our main colors. I mean, I'm just going to keep going. The only thing I'm worried about Fateful Abstancing is that Hall of Storm Giants. And with the ward on it, we can't do that anyways. So, I cannot believe that resolved. A Dream Trawler. Yeah, I'm just going to Gates a place. Because that's hexproof and not indestructible, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's just go ahead and discard a Breeding Pool. And from now on, I will start bases ending at the end of turn. So I can keep up Fateful at just for that, yep. Okay. Like I said, blue-white's a great matchup for us. it's they have no way to interact with it unless they're running Field of Ruin, and that's why I added the Splendid Reclamation to the main deck. All right, Mr. Vanilla Ice. Okay, so this is a pretty good hand. We have all of our colors. We have a gate to blaze. So let's go ahead and lead with a guild gate. Looks like another blue-white control matchup for us. Unfortunately, we didn't hit a gate off that, but it's okay. We do have quite a bit of gates in our hand. This will speed up the clock significantly. That's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Then we will play our Maze's End. A lot of people with their Field of Ruin will target your Maze's End. And that way, you know, obviously without it you can't win the game, but we are playing 2. So it's not the end of the world if they do that. As we're only playing 1 of each gate. So we don't really have any responsive spells, but I guess it's nice to leave up your... Okay. Taking some extra turns. I considered adding those to the deck as well, but I don't think extra turn effects is really worth it. Oh, and I forgot to attack last turn with him. That's okay. We're probably not going to win this game by damage. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and Kate's Place. I played the ram out first thinking it might get countered. Oh. They just had a removal spell for it. Sounds good. Oh, I should have subbed that out for the Maze's End. It's one less card we get to draw. Oh, doesn't matter. We don't get to draw nothing. That's okay. We'll play this. Okay. Now we could draw a card, but I think it's just going to be better to Maze's End. Yeah, we'll Maze's End. It's funny how he's a Gatebreaker Ram, but has the sheep creature type. Doomscar, sure. So we don't have a gate to play, so we're just going to activate Maze's End now. That's annoying. Because if he ultimates that, then we have no way to win. I'm going to do it this way just in case if he has a mana leak type effect as this only counter. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of Teferi now. Not even going to bother with just shooting it twice. I want him dead. And that does take a turn off of our active. Oh, he's got another one. So that one we're going to have to just shoot twice, but as long as he can't deal with our Ugin, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. As he deals with our Ugin. Let's see if we can draw our own Fateful Absence. We cannot. But now we're getting a Maze's End activation every turn. Beautiful. He has to kill us this turn. Or exile one of our gates. He could have a Stifle, I suppose. I don't know if Stifle is in Explorer or not. Or any Stifle type effects. I guess a Pithney Needle would shut us down as well. Alright, that is good game, sir. So I will take blue-white control matchups all day. Beautiful. We got an Ugin, we got ramp, we have a good blocker slash aggressiveness. Oh, we're about to get trickeried. Hopefully whatever he hits off his trickery is able to die from Fateful Absence. So I am not going to tap out anytime soon. Making sure I always leave up at least two mana, one of which being white. Okay, maybe he's just playing is it control? Barbarian class. He could be doing that that one combo deck that's standard legal. With the pixies and the you just make infinite tokens. Maybe I'll do a deck tech on that. That's a fun deck to play. Yeah, there she is. So basically what happens is you get her barbarian class, and then you play all the effects that let you roll extra d20s. And you just make infinite tokens. Okay, so we need a second white source and a red source. And we will put him on a 4-turn clock. Is that... So we got 1, 2, 3. So we want to make sure that we still have 3 mana up. Oh, we could have drew one more card. Oh, I counted wrong. I mean, I didn't even count wrong, but I counted wrong. That was a goof. Not only did I give up an extra card, but I also wasted a Gates Ablaze. Yeah, we'll just trade that off. We'll go ahead and Ugin -1. I'm surprised he didn't just scoop. But hey, I like it. So once again, just absolutely preying on control decks. That's okay. We'll just go ahead and shoot that straight in the face. So because we're in no threat at all, we'll go ahead and leave our Grazer up so we can play multiple lands later on a turn. So blue-red giants. What giant other than Bone Crusher is not standard legal for him to want to play this in Explorer, I wonder? I don't know. So we have all the mana that we need. So it doesn't really matter what gates we get. A beautiful Maze's End right there. Okay. That's fair. You know, we'll just play Ugin. No sense of letting him have 4 damage a turn. Still a no threat, so I'm not going to bother playing the Grazer in case we draw a gate off either Guild Summit or just naturally. I mean, for the most part, this deck looks standard legal. I wonder if he just queued into the wrong event. Oh, we should have Guild Summited there. Oh well. Draw all of the cards. That way, next turn when we ultimate with Ugin, okay, so we don't need our non-gate lands. And we don't really need this Grazer either. Okay. Now we activate Maze's End and win. So once again, just showing off how easy this deck just preys on random control decks. And that is why I love playing this deck, because control is everywhere. And I can't even be mad, because that's my style of play. Like, I'm not a big fan of decks that basically lose if you go, like if you Wrath creature decks, a lot of times they just can't come back from that. Ooh, this is probably going to be... Oh, elementals, okay. I was thinking it was going to be the, whatchamacallit deck. Sultai Ultimatum. So basically we are looking for Gates Ablaze. We are looking for any Wrath effect. Discard a card. I don't want to. I suppose we don't need more than one Guild Summit right now. Okay. I did not see that coming. So I'm going to say, we're going to try and win by damage now, I guess. Unless the Agents of Treacheries are the Ram. So it looks like I spoke too soon. That's 3, 6, 9. I want to make sure I get that out of the way. So that's 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. He can keep the Ram. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and call this one. I did not think about Agent of Treachery being a card. So maybe we should run Land Destruction as well. So when they steal our gates, we can just blow them up. Seems a little narrow, and I don't think it's going to come up enough. We'll just chalk that one up as a bad matchup, I suppose. So if that deck becomes popular, it is a deterrent to play this deck, that's for sure. Okay. I like this. Yeah, it's good hand. We have our Maze's End, we have a Wrath, Ramp, Ugin just in case. We're going to lead on this so we can play our Forest and then Growth Spiral on two. And we even drew a red source for our Gates Ablaze, which looks like it's going to come in handy. So creature lands can be kind of scary. But that's okay. Even more ramp. Very nice. Plus, let's see if red-green can deal with a Gatebreaker Ram. I can play it next turn as a 4, but I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, because now it's a 5. At least a 5. It could be a 6, depending on if we draw a gate. But I actually would not mind an untapped land, so we can play both of our Rams next turn. And this Rejuvenator does a good job at blocking as well. White. This looks like a Winota deck. So it is worth noting that Gates ablazing right there could have been the right play, because if he draws a Winota this turn, he's got 2. Excuse me. He will have 2 triggers, which he did not. So that is nice. Okay. Doesn't really affect us too much. But that is worth noting that that will stop us if he does somehow destroy one of our gates. The Lair of the Hydras probably is what is holding priority. Okay, so now we could play around the random white card that does X amount of damage to an attacking creature, but those usually aren't played, so we're just going to go ahead and swing. Okay, so now he has to kill us this turn, because these do have trample. And we have an Ugin. I think this game is pretty much wrapped up. I suppose he can play an untapped white and settle the wreckages. Doesn't seem likely, though. We could always get fogged. It's another deck that's kind of fun. Is Turbo Fog, Self-Mill. Alright. And that's one like, I'm assuming that was a Winota deck. And that is one thing about Winota decks that kind of suck. If you don't draw your Winota, usually your deck is kind of underpowered. But the same time, it doesn't necessarily have to be. It still is just a creature deck at that point, which can just steal wins. And then if you do draw your Winota, things get crazy. Okay, so we got Ramp, we have a Wrath, Ugin, Kill Spell. I like it. Go ahead and lead on that. Swamp Ozolith. Okay. I am intrigued. Are these 1/1 counters? They are 1/1 counters. Okay, never mind. I see what he's doing. It doesn't really matter because we have Farewell, but still a cute idea. Play another invasion. No? Okay. I mean, he could Deadly Dispute, but nope. Ugin tends to have that effect. So something I'm really liking with Explorer right now is the meta's all over the place. Like, you don't, as you're grinding up your rank, you, as you guys see, I'm not really running into the same deck over and over and over and over again. Like in Historic, it's just life gain, goblins, and control, or Phoenix. Ooh, it is. Um, what's the name of that damn card? Aetherworks Marvel. Ooh, that's not fun. Nobody likes whiffing on there. Rejuvenator. We'll play our Maze's End. Get that going. Okay, he just missed land traps. I mean, that's a pretty good matchup against us anyways, because we are running Farewell. And that's one of the main reasons why I run Farewell. Ooh, we got a free mythic. Herberesque. But yeah, so yeah, Farewell can just deal with crazy amounts of decks. Um, it usually helps with whatever Ugin can't deal with. And with all the mana fixing we have in this deck, it's not hard to get double white. It's crazy to think of splashing a double white card, but it's worth it. Okay. So this seems like a great hand. We got 2 gates, a ram, some ramp, and a Lugan. If we draw an untapped land, we can go turn 2 ram. Which we did. I mean, the ram's probably not going to get there against blue-white control, but it could. For flavor reasons, this should not be able to be blocked by walls, in my opinion. Alright. Now the only thing we really need to do is draw a farewell. We could draw a circuitous route. I definitely would not say no to a Maze's End. I do not want to tap out in case he is the creativity deck. Nope, he's a fire stick. I suppose we could have just Gates Ablazed. Or just waited in general. So we will do all artifacts and enchantments. It's going to be pretty hard for him to come back from that. So one good thing about him being a fire stick is he's probably does not have counter spells. So as long as we draw an untapped land, Ugin should be able to take care of this game this turn. That's unfortunate. So he did buy himself 1 turn. Okay, that should be game. Oh no, he's at 4 life. That damn. And he did not steal a land. Oh, did he get greedy? So he's already at 7 mana. I'm just going to go ahead and not worry about fires right now. Okay. I guess something else is White does have access to reanimate spells, so he could have reanimated and stole my Ugin. But I don't think the fire stack typically plays any of the reanimation spells. But okay, so we did get the next tier. So let's go ahead and do a recap. So, Grafdigger's Cage didn't really come up, and neither did our Splendid Reclamation. But I still recommend at least having the Reclamation in the main deck. People do love their mill decks and their rogue decks. Now, this doesn't stop the Tasha's mill, but the rogue mill and the crab mill it does. But yeah, if you want to just prey on control decks all day, go ahead and play Maze's End and rank up a little bit and have some fun. It's an off meta deck. People don't see it coming, and I love it. But until the next time, hope you enjoyed the video and have some fun.